Hello and welcome to Business 360. I'm Arundhati Ramnan and these are the top headlines that we're tracking for you this evening. Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal says trade deals cannot be negotiated with deadlines, even as a delegation from Washington camps in New Delhi for talks. Says all trade discussions, including those with the USA, have various angles and many dots have to be connected. America's top trade envoy, Jamieson Greer, tells the US Senate that offers from India are the best they've received yet, and the Indian government has been forward-leaning. Also adds India has been a tough nut to crack and there is resistance over certain raw crops. Amazon pledges an AI investment of $35 billion in India. The commitment is a top-up to the $40 billion already invested in the country. Amazon hopes to generate an additional 1 million jobs by 2030.
$17.5 billion, which is the largest investment we made in Asia to date, and so we're thrilled about it.
Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella is thrilled about the growth prospects in India. The tech giant has pledged to invest $17.5 billion over the next 4 years. This is Microsoft's largest investment in Asia. Indigo shares decline after government curtails 10% flights in high-frequency routes. SpiceJet plans expansion with 100 additional daily flights. Air India plans to add 70 daily flights. Delhi High Court pulls up the government, asks if authorities are helpless to take action against Indigo. Airline CEO told to appear before regulator DGCA tomorrow. Sensex and Nifty declined for the third straight day, led by financial and retail stocks. Mid-cap see sharper cuts. Rupee remains close to the 90 mark against the dollar. E-commerce platform meesho makes a stellar debut on the Lal Street. The stock lists at a 46% premium, trades nearly 6% higher. Market cap crosses 75,000 crore rupees on day one. Delhi High Court allows Sun Pharma to manufacture and export its generic weight loss drug semaglutide, but bars the company from selling in India after a challenge from Danish pharma company Novo Nordisk. Elon Musk's SpaceX is planning to go public in 2026. The company is likely to raise $30 billion at a valuation of $1.5 trillion. Our top story this evening, tech majors Microsoft and Amazon have unveiled their investment plans for India. Both companies plan to reshape India's AI, cloud and digital economy over the next decade. Rachna Dhanrajani joins us now with more details. Rachna, take us through the company's plans for India.
$35 billion investment in India's AI ecosystem. That's how Amazon plans to deepen its India commitment. Now, Amazon's investment in India started a decade ago. The company deployed nearly $40 billion in India since 2010. This is as per a Keystone report. Even then, the majority portion of the $10 billion was earmarked for AWS. And now the additional $35 billion investment also comes with a sharp focus on AI-driven digitization, strengthening logistics and export pipelines, and job creation. The aim now is to invest $35 billion through 2030. The company is also targeting 1 million additional job opportunities. It plans to raise cumulative e-commerce exports to $80 billion. The plan includes bringing AI tools to 15 million small businesses and introducing AI education for 4 million government school students. Udit Madan, Senior Vice President at Amazon Worldwide Operations in CNBC-TV18's Shireen Bhan, in the conversation with her, he explained that what the company's India plan is. Here's what he said.
Really excited about the $35 billion investment announcement today. It makes us the largest foreign direct investor in the country. And we view India as a massive opportunity. It is a country of 1 billion people. There is a ton of innovation that's happening here, and we think it's a place where we are going to have a very large business that's going to appeal to consumers and sellers alike. And so that $35 billion is really focused on advancing our infrastructure, creating a larger business and a larger set of opportunities for sellers, investments in AI and technology, investments in upskilling, and every aspect of business that we have across Amazon is really inclusive in that number.
While Amazon is upping its India investment, Microsoft too comes with a big check. Satya Nadella is in India. He met with the Prime Minister and is now scheduled to hold keynotes across Mumbai and Bengaluru. Today at the Delhi keynote, he gave a peek into the company's India plans. Microsoft's investment of $17.5 billion will be in India, and it will be the largest in Asia. This investment also focuses on driving AI adoption at population scale. This also comes on top of the $3 billion investment that was announced earlier this year, taking Microsoft's total India commitment to $20.5 billion. Now, the plan is to have the largest hyperscale data center in Hyderabad by mid-2026. We are at the end of 2025, so it will be very soon. We'll be seeing one of the biggest data centers. The company is also working on expanding its existing cloud footprint and to double its AI skilling target to 20 million Indians by 2030. Microsoft will be integrating advanced AI into platforms like eShram portal and the National Career Service to reach 310 million informal workers. It is also rolling out India-specific sovereign cloud solutions. At his Delhi keynote, Satya Nadella explained the company's plan with upcoming data center and more. Here's what he said.
Data center capacity that is coming live. We already have stuff in Pune and in Chennai and Mumbai, and we're very excited of the India South Central, which is in Hyderabad, that's going to come up next year. And so this is going to be the next big data center region for us, which is going to be scaled very rapidly. One of the things we're very proud of is its 100% renewable power. We're also excited about that Copilot now has all of its data processing happening in India. So it's no longer about any of the data going outside of the country. So we have local data processing happening for Copilot. So that's another big step we have taken to ensure the sovereignty of all of these services. I had a chance to meet Prime Minister Modi yesterday and discuss our excitement about, and it's fantastic to see this all landing and ultimately being able to parlay these tokens per dollar per watt into all of the application systems that are going to get deployed broadly across the country. And so the $17.5 billion, which is the largest investment we made in Asia to date, and so we're thrilled about it. And so we have now we are committing to skill 20 million people across India in AI skills.
On to the day's market action then. Dalal Street fell for the third straight day. Nifty failed to hold on to the 25,800 mark. Broader markets witnessed major pain with the mid-cap index slipping over 1%. Financial and retail stocks also slid in trade. From equities to the commodity market, silver has continued its golden run, hitting fresh record highs. The metal has risen 111% this year so far. This on the back of a weakening US dollar index. The metal's addition to the US Geological Survey list of critical minerals also supported prices. Copper prices also hit a record high, but prices softened marginally soon after. This as copper stockpiling continues in the US. However, expectations of a possibly hawkish guidance from the US Federal Reserve tempered gains. And speaking of the US Fed's decision, most Wall Street investors expect the central bank to cut rates by 25 basis points later tonight. However, a CNBC Fed survey found that only 45% of respondents feel that the Fed should cut rates. In contrast to responses in earlier surveys, the respondents feel that inflation, the AI bubble, and concerns around independence of Fed are the biggest risks to the economy. The other big story we're tracking for you this evening: as a delegation from Washington camps in New Delhi for trade talks, Commerce Minister Goyal has said that all trade negotiations, including talks with the US, have various angles and many dots have to be connected. Speaking on the sidelines of an event in Jaipur, he added that India will not negotiate deals with deadlines. Goyal's comments come hours after top American trade envoy Jamieson Greer told the US Senate that the offers from India are the best they've received. He added that the Indian government has been forward-leaning in the talks despite resistance over certain row crops.
यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका की टीम मंगलवार से भारत में है और उनके साथ बातचीत निरंतर प्रगति कर रही है। बायलैटरल ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट की तरफ हम आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। आई एम होपिंग टू रीच बैक दिल्ली टुनाइट एंड आई हैव पार्लियामेंट्री ड्यूटीज आल्सो, सो वील ट्राई टू सी इफ आई कैन टेक आउट sometime and have a meeting with them later in the evening, because tomorrow again I'm in Mumbai for the Italian Deputy Prime Minister. All agreements, all discussions have many diverse, many different angles, many dots have to be connected, and we never negotiate deals with deadlines. Thank you.
India is one that comes to mind, particularly for grain sorghum, and yet it's such a difficult country to crack. What is your plan? How do you overcome the?
I have a team over there right now as we speak in New Delhi working on this. There's resistance in India to certain row crops and other meats and products. They're, like you said, they're very difficult nut to crack. I agree with that 100%. But they've been quite forward-leaning. The type of offers they've been talking to us about have been the best we've ever received as a country. So I think that's a viable alternative market.
And speaking of trade talks, Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal held high-level talks with EU's Trade Commissioner to expedite the conclusion of the free trade agreement negotiations. Minister Goyal said that both sides have agreed on broad contours of a trade deal and expressed optimism for an early conclusion of the deal.
यूरोपियन यूनियन के मंत्री मारोस शर्कोविच और उनकी पूरी टीम भारत में थी। टीम तो लगभग 8 दिन से थी। मारोस शर्कोविच 2 दिन रहे। बड़े विस्तार से हमारी चर्चाएं हुई। एक फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट की मोटा रूपरेखा तैयार हो गई है। बहुत ही सार्थक चर्चा रही और मुझे विश्वास है कि जल्द उनके साथ भी निर्णय हो जाएगा।
All H-1B and H-4 visa appointments in India that were scheduled for this week or the next week have been pushed further. Most appointments have been rescheduled to as last as March next year. This is because the US State Department's new social media vetting policy has triggered massive disruptions, causing this delay. The US Embassy in India has issued an advisory to the visa applicants yesterday night. The embassy also warned applicants that if any individual arrives at the consulate after being notified, will be denied entry. CEOs of tech majors Intel and Cognizant also met Prime Minister Modi yesterday. Both the companies have pledged more investments and further expansion of operations in India. Cognizant CEO Ravi Kumar said that the company will continue to promote growth and talent development, while Intel CEO said it continues its strong commitment to deepening its investments in India's semiconductor ecosystem. Starlink's Vice President Lauren Dreyer met Telecom Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia. In a social media post, the minister said that he discussed satellite-based last-mile access across India with the company's leadership. He added that satellite technology will play a pivotal role in ensuring that every citizen in rural and hard-to-reach regions has access to the internet. On that note, it is time for us to head into a short break. But coming up next, Indigo shares decline after government curtails 10% flights in high-frequency routes. SpiceJet plans expansion with 100 additional daily flights. Air India plans to add 70 daily flights. More details on the other side. Stay tuned.
"26 years of CNBC-TV."
Welcome back. You're still with us on Business 360. The government has ordered Indigo to curtail its winter schedule by 10%. This is double of what the DGCA had prescribed earlier. The decision by the government comes after massive cancellation at India's largest airline for a week that led to what has been arguably the worst implosion for the sector. While the situation has largely stabilized, flight cancellations continue. Around 300 Indigo flights were cancelled today. The airline CEO has been asked to appear before the regulator tomorrow. That's not all. The Parliamentary Panel on Transport has summoned top Indigo officials next Wednesday. The DGCA has also deployed an oversight team at the Indigo headquarters in Gurugram. Meanwhile, the Delhi High Court criticized the government and concerned authorities over steps that were taken during the Indigo crisis. It also questioned why the centre failed to prevent airfares from soaring to exorbitant levels and directed Indigo to issue refunds and compensations for cancellations at the earliest. SpiceJet and Air India have offered to ramp up capacity to fill the gap created by the government's decision to curtail Indigo's schedule. Shivani Bazaz joins us now with the latest. Shivani, tell us more about SpiceJet and Air India's plan at this point.
Well, yes, at the peak of the winter travel season, a 10% cut in Indigo's schedule is creating a significant capacity hole in India's aviation market. Indigo alone was scheduled to operate around 2,300 flights a day, and at a 10% reduction, that means 220 flights disappearing daily at a time when demand typically jumps 15% due to holidays, weddings, and year-end travel. Now, other airlines are stepping in. Sources say that Air India has sought approval to add 60 to 70 flights a day, while SpiceJet says it plans to deploy up to 100 additional daily flights, subject, of course, to clearances. But even if all that capacity materializes, the system could still be short by 50 to 70 flights every single day, translating into nearly 500 flights a week and over 2,000 flights missing in a month during the peak season. That gap matters because winter operations already run at a very high aircraft and crew utilization level. Airlines leave themselves little buffer, and that's where the risks build. Tight crew rostering, FDTL limits, and stretched pilots and cabin crew means even small disruptions can quickly cascade into large-scale cancellations. Add to that winter fog across North India, which regularly causes delays, diversions through the network. Without sufficient margin built into schedules, the chances of seeing repeat operational disruptions rises sharply. This is where the regulator's call becomes critical. DGCA will have to assess not just whether airlines can add capacity on paper, but whether they can sustain it safely and reliably through the winter months. Now, for passengers, the impact could be immediate. A tighter supply-demand equation raises the risk of fare hikes, fewer seat options, and more last-minute disruptions. Back to you.
Right, Shivani, many thanks for those details. But with that, it is a wrap on this edition of Business 360. More news and updates coming up on the other side. Stay tuned.
"26 years of CNBC TV18.
We're going live.